Ladies, hear me out. Hear me out. Is it possible that so many women are single because they refuse to pass men along? This is what I mean. When I was heavily out there dating, and if a man was not what I was looking for, we weren't compatible, didn't want the same lifestyle, or it just didn't work out, and we could have gone out on several dates. I will pass him along to someone that I might think is better suited for what he's looking for. Why don't women do that? Like, what is it? Like, what's this girl code that we don't pass men along that we're not interested in? And if someone date him, it's a problem. But it wasn't a love connection for you. And for so many women to be single, don't you think that you can just pass them along and it's not a big deal? Just curious, ladies and fellas, do you mind being passed along to someone that's better suited for you?
No, no, that shit is asinine. I'm not gonna say it don't happen, yeah, but every now and then, nobody. First of all, a woman ain't finna pass along a man that she think he could possibly have potential, and she might feel like she lost out on something. And second of all, the women, man, women ain't finna be. Most women not finna be dating no man you passing along to them. They just not, cause it's too much competition between women anyway. They not gonna do that. Now,
Well, that
if you
that's what she's saying.
if shit, yeah, but if this one a man that you trying to hang on to, yeah, they'll try to take him from you. Yeah, they'll try to mess with him behind your back. But all that saying, well, he just didn't have no. We just didn't connect. So why don't you, man? Most women ain't gonna do that. They just not gonna do that.
You
That's just not in their nature. So you're not gonna ever change women nature. So just cut that shit out. Probably
the woman,
white people probably will do that, but black folks ain't about to do that. Like talking about.
she just giving out some advice. She's saying,
Nah,
why
she
not?
ain't giving not no
You
advice.
you
She
get
just
to know the person. You get to know the person. You talk to the person on the phone, and you be like, you know what? I think he'll be better suited for my girlfriend Joanne. I mean, it does happen. It's a lot of times that you do meet a guy, and the guy kind of stuck on you, and you like. He ain't really my cup of tea, but I mean, I think he'll make a good man for so and so. There have been people who build marriages off of that. You do know that shit has happened before.
most of the
You could be
time
in a
it's when
club.
I tell you what, no, not no dude that they dating. Now, what'll happen is they'll pass along a guy that's in the friend zone now. They'll do that. And,
But
and
that
that shit,
she
yeah.
says you deem the guy somebody that's not. You meet him, and you
Yeah.
deem that he's not your guy. Because a guy can approach you and be attracted to you, and y'all exchange numbers. And as y'all start to talk, you realize he really ain't your type. But in your mind, you like, damn man, if him and my homegirl meet, they would be perfect because everything he say and her personality kind of fits. They like the same things, they do the same things. Yeah, sometimes you think that, but a lot of people ain't gonna just up and step and do that. Some people do.
That's what
Some
I'm
people have done that, and
that's
the
what I'm
other
trying to
person
tell
in
you.
them married. Some
That's what
people,
I'm trying
you've
to
been in
tell you.
clubs, and the girls hanging out, and there's a group of guys, and one of the girls may be a little bit more, outgoing, and she goes over. Your friend say, "Man, I like the dude in the black suit," and she goes over to the dude and say, "Would you like to dance?" And the dude say, "Yeah, I like to dance." And you then say, "Well, my home girl over there wants to dance with you. She think you're attractive." Well, of course, the dude think he said yes to you when actually you went over there for your girlfriend. So it does happen. It does
Hey,
happen.
hey,
And
you
she
know,
said we should do it more often.
now that you say that, yeah, yeah, you talking this pass along shit. But what if we vibing and I'm like, well, she all right. And then I see your friend and she fine.
Hmm.
And I'll be like, man, scrap this shit. Scrap this here, cuz. See, they don't now women don't want to do that now. They don't want to do that. They want to be
But
the
that
other way.
happens.
Where she don't
No,
like
that
him that much,
happens.
so she get pass. How about we reverse the pass along? Let pass along the yo. I see you okay. You pretty you hey, you about a 6.5, 7, but your friend is a 8.
But that happens. That already happens. And so then a friend and them end up not being friends anymore. They fall out. So
That's
yeah,
what I'm
that
saying.
happens. That's already
That's
happens. But
that's
she's
exactly
saying
what I'm
that
saying.
women need to be more
Asinine,
open
man.
to seeing that that person is better. Men are always going to be, the more physical view. That he'll still have y'all both if he can. He'll sleep with the friend and he'll sleep with you. But I think that women, she's saying that if you know specifically you have single friends and you meet a guy and that guy ain't your type, what's wrong with saying, hey, I know this lady, this lovely lady, if the guy is, she said, if he's up for it, I know this lovely lady, she's a friend of mine, I think y'all should meet, y'all have a lot in common. I don't really see a lot wrong with that. I mean, the dude have the option to say, no, I was only interested in you. And I know some dudes will say, well, what she look like? I mean, for a man, it's gonna be visual. What would she look like? They may not pass it up. You don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, on
And
paper, that's
sometimes women do that. They do it, and then that dude turn out to be something great, and they like, they start talking, man. He liked me first, and blah blah blah. So you can't get mad now if he turned out to be, like the Prince Charming that you thought you wanted.
you done
That's the
just
flip side of that.
you done just gave three good reasons why that shit ain't never gonna be a normal thing. Yes, it does it happen. Yes, it do. It happens, but enormously, no, that shit ain't finna work.
Well, she said it's
That
not
shit,
normal, but
no,
she's saying
that
we
shit
should
ain't gonna
make
work.
it
So you
normal
might as well
because
start
that's
even
like
be.
connecting to good people.
Yeah, no, it's too much surrounding
That's
that.
like
That's not
connecting
gonna.
to good
No.
people.
Only way, like I said, only way that happened is the woman got a friend. He's been a friend. They ain't never had nothing going on. Be like, my friend here, we ain't never had nothing going on. We don't like each other like that. She's a good woman. I got a boyfriend. That shit like that happens often. But you sit up here dating
Mhm.
a man, you gonna pass him on to your friend? Man, no. First of all, it
No, she
ain't.
said she said they went on a date. Say they met and they went on a date, and that's when
Yeah,
she
they went on a
discovered there
date.
was
It
nothing
don't
between
matter.
them.
One date is
Mhm.
one too many. One day, that's all it
Listen to
is.
you.
One too many. I'm telling you how women is. Y'all in too much competition with each other. Cause first of all,
Mhm.
if she didn't like you, your friend gonna probably look at him like, why she ain't liking? Cause women are like sheep anyway. Oh, it must be something
What
wrong
the
with me.
hell?
Yeah. Women are like sheep. They gonna follow each other. They gonna do exactly what the other one do most of the time.
No.
They group.
Mm,
Y'all do a lot of group thinking. A lot of group
no.
thinking and
Y-
a lot of because
No.
that's just how it is. And see, that reason right there is why a lot of people don't understand women nature. They're just in their nature.
Yeah. Whatever. The woman just gave some advice, and
Yeah.
she's saying y'all need to, take one for the team, pass them on.